Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me on Facebook or on YouTube, welcome. Make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube's channel, and make sure that you give permission to StreamYard so that I know who is making comments on while I'm going live. In any event, this is actually pre-recorded. This is part of my technique. How did they do that series? I like to continue that on. I am away just for a little bit, but I will be watching for comments and that sort of stuff. So by all means, ask your questions. If you have any comments, by all means, remember to give me the thumbs up and also share my video. I really, truly do appreciate that. And one other thing before I forget is make sure that if you're not working with a demonstrator here in Canada and you'd like to have a catalog and come to our virtual launch, reach out to me and I'll get a catalog off to you in the mail. In any event, it's Tuesday and it's Technique Tuesday. So let's jump on down and let's just get going on this technique. Like I say, this is pre-recorded. What's going to happen is this is the paper piecing technique. Very simple technique. Just takes a bit of fussy cutting to do, but I think the results are really rewarding for all the fussy cutting. What's going to happen tomorrow at 9:05 on my Facebook group, and there is a link below to that. I will post this PDF of this. It'll have a picture of this card on there. It'll have some other different information like what stamp sets I'm using, and I'll also post the measurements for this particular card. And then you can download it and basically do a sample for it and put it into your into a 3-ring binder, and there you go. You're starting to get a bunch of different techniques. This is actually episode number 31, so you can go back into that files section in that Facebook group and you can download any one of those. I also give a link to this video so that if you want to watch it, you can watch it as well. All right, so it's paper piecing technique. It allows you to use DSP in place of coloring. Excuse me. So what you're going to, we're going to make a card, and as we go along, then I'll give you the techniques that's there. But number 31, holy crow. So I am loving this new Playing in the Rain or the Rain or Shine suite that's in the new J to A mini catalog. This catalog only goes for 4 months, so I say get things while you can. Oh, excuse me. In any event, yeah, this is going to be, it's a fun set. The designer series paper is absolutely amazing. It's specialty designer series paper. Can you see that shine on there? These can be cut out by the dies. So can these particular umbrellas there. This is the raindrop one. I love this one. I think this could be used for a lot of different ones. And then, of course, it's really nice Mango Melody and Flirty Flamingo. This is another really interesting one. It has the rain. It's like streaks of rain. It's like you're kind of looking out and it's the streaks are on your window. And then, of course, the back is Flirty Flamingo. And then there's this really cute one. These ones would have to be fussy cut, but these are kind of fun with the clouds. They're a lot of fun. And then I love this one. I did a card for my mystery challenge using this, and it was a faux step card. Just look under faux step card using the rain, Playing in the Rain, and you'll see that video that I did with this as well. But lots of fun colors and everything else in there. It also has a raindrop embossing folder. Just have to be careful which way you put it in because the raindrops come down. So there's that, and then these adorable embellishments. And these are paper thin, but lots of different things that you can do with this as well. Okay, so we are doing paper piecing. So let me bring in my card. I am doing, and I'm sure people are getting sick and tired of me doing these book fold cards, but it was requested to do a book fold card, so that's what I'm doing. This happens to be 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I've gone ahead and scored it at 5.5 and 7 inches. And then this is what's going to fold in and be the front of the card. So I'm just going to come in with my bone folder and get a really good score line there. And then I used those raindrops. I love these raindrops. I wanted to show as much as I could, so I didn't even mat this. So this piece happens to be 4 by 3 3/4, and this one is 1 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to lay that down on there. Yes, oh, I love this paper. And like I say, it has such a nice little sheen on it. It basically does look, if I can pick that up, you can see it. It looks like raindrops, water. And then we'll put this off to the side here. And I think on this piece, I'm actually going to use some ribbon. And this ribbon actually goes with the By the Bay ribbon that I'm going to use. But, you know, you can mix and match all of your embellishments and everything else. And then, of course, the piece on the inside is going to be 4 inches by 3 3/4. That's going to go there. I'm going to leave this because I'm probably going to put something on there. But this is the ribbon that I was talking about. It's one-sided ribbon, beautiful ribbon. It has the balmy blue on there. So I'm going to actually go and I'm going to put that on the inside of this card. And I should always use it with my tear and tape. So let's just put that on there. And then I'll reinforce this tear and tape as well. Now I probably have already packed some of my stuff. I have some stuff that I have to do while I'm away. So I've taken it with me. No rest for the wicked, right? So I'm just going to lay this down on here, making sure that I've got the right side there. And then we can go and cut this as well. Whoops. We want to check to make sure that we've got that in the center, and of course we don't. See how pretty that is. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and do a faux bow on it. So I just want to reinforce this ribbon so that it doesn't come off. And I'm actually going to use tear and tape down on this side here as well. And the reason being is I want this to really stick down. I found with the glue, it was lifting up at some points. Okay. Not sure what is sticking there. There we go. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I will take that down or take that off and attach it to the back. So this is a bookbinder card. This is a landscape one. I've done the ones up and down, but I just find that the real estate, like how much card space you have to play with, is not quite as much as it going this way. Now, I knew I had some glue on there, so just taking this glue eraser and just getting that off. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put a faux bow on there. Now, I cut this oval from the fitting florets, and I'm going to put that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, and I'm going to stamp this rabbit. I really like the rabbit one here. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on here. And I'm going to do it with Memento. And the reason being for that is because I am going to be doing some coloring with my stamping blends. But I'm going to do the jacket is what we're going to do with the paper piecing. So we have that. This is going to go on the inside. Now, what I need to do here is I need to stamp the little umbrella. I need to stamp another one of this rabbit. And I really want to stamp those clouds on there as well. Okay, and then what we can do, this is going to go on here, and then I'm going to raise this up, and that's going to give us some more dimension. Now I've already gone ahead and I've stamped and punched out the rabbit. I've also cut out the clouds and also the little umbrella to save us some time. Now what I want to do is I want to stamp this this jacket. I want to stamp it in this. Now this comes from the Sentimental Park Designer Series paper. So see how you can mix a bunch of stuff, but I wanted like a balmy blue. I wanted the balmy blue to as a jacket. So see, we've got that cut out like that. So we stamp on there. And then I'm also going to take this umbrella, and this is also from the Sentimental Park. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp on there as well. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and let's color this our rabbit. So we're going to go with the gray granite. I really like the gray granite. I think it's such a nice color. So just going to color that. Excuse me. And let's just color out his little hands and his feet and his legs. And then, before I color too much on there, I'm coming in with my Flirty Flamingo. And this is light color. I'm just going to do the inside of his ears. You know what? I'm also going to do his nose. And then I'm just going to come back in and I'm going to just highlight on here to give this color. So like I say, we're trying to work on the paper piecing. I don't know why I keep saying paper piecing. There we go. So I've stamped that on here, and then I'm going to show you how that's going to actually work. So I'm just taking my little paper snips, and oh my goodness, I know they were here because I've cut this part out, of course. There we go, where they should be. And then all I'm doing is I'm cutting out this jacket. You want the details of the jacket, and you want to, unlike the rest of when I always say to fussy cut, I say to give a little bit around. You are not going to leave any border on this. You want the outline, like the stamp part, to show, but you want to get right up to that line. And I can, now I could also use that the blue, which I never even thought of. Let's see, so we're just going to just like this. So we've got that. And then I've also got my little umbrella. So I'm just cutting out the top part of the umbrella. It'll be a fun umbrella as the stripes. There we go. There's our umbrella. And then, like I say, I could have cut this pond out, or this puddle. So let's see what that'll look like. That was not my intention, but by all means, I can go ahead and do that. Let's see how that looks. I don't know what it's going to look like with a puddle with little white dots in it, but it look quite cute. All right. I'll just trim that part off. All right. So we have that. Oh, the other thing that I want to do is I'm just going to come in and I want to get a bit of color in the clouds, but I don't want a lot of color. I just want, like I say, a tiny bit of color in the clouds. And we'll do that with the other one. Just like that. There we go. Okay. So now we can kind of work on our card. So this guy is going to go on here and we're going to end up popping him up. Now, this is what we want to kind of look at. Do we want to put this pond or this, you know what? I think that should look okay, but let's go ahead and put the jacket on because I want to make sure it's not too much of that color. So I'm just going ahead and gluing this. I want to make sure all the edges are glued. So we're going to glue it. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to let it set for a second. And we're going to do the same with our umbrella. And yes, this is a little tiddly, a little fussy, but I really think this is such a neat, it gives an awful lot of dimension to the, so you know what, let's see how that's going to work. So let's see. So I'm just going to take this jacket and see, it's like, you know how you used to play dress up dolls? That's kind of what you're doing here. So we're going to put him down there and let's see what this will look like here underneath. Do we want it like that? You know what? I think I'll just go and I'll just color that. There we go. And I've left a lot of white on there. So I'm going to go ahead and let's, whoops, we're going to get that on there. And we are going to pop this up with dimensionals. So much fun. Imagine, I don't even think this has to be made just for kids. I think this could be made as an adult card as well. Oh. This one has these. You know what? I think these are the dimensionals that came from Paper Pumpkin or a kit because they're a little bit wider or taller than the other. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Oops, and there was one more thing that I did want to do was I wanted to put some rain on here. And let's see if I do rain that. There we go. A little bit of rain on there. And then this is going to go onto here. But remember, I had this umbrella, and I want to put the umbrella underneath there. Being really silly, he should have his umbrella open. But let's go ahead and paper piece on here as well. It's a fun umbrella. Maybe we could put the umbrella over here. Yeah, we'll put that there. And you know what? I think we'll have it further back. So I'm just going to glue that on there. There we go. Now we should probably have a sentiment on. Oops, no, we need our clouds, right? So we're going to put that. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals, and I'm going to use other dimensionals. I don't want to use those ones and make them so high. Should do something about those because sometimes they affect how it looks on the card. Like I say, this is such a cute set. This will be our February club using this. It's going to come like that. I actually put that on with glue. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put this up here, but I'm going to put a dimensional right there. And I'm probably going to have to use a little one. Just like that. And then I'll put some glue on this part so it sticks to the oval. It's right there. And then this cloud can go dimensional right there. And glue right down there. There we go. Oh, that's so much fun. Now, probably what I should have done too was take some of this pool party, and we just want to actually, just going to color around where this white is on here, and that's going to make our bunny pop off the page a bit. There we go. And you don't really notice it. All right. Now, what we want to do too is we want to do this faux bow here. Got a real mess going for me on here. And I'm just going to... Now, what do we want to put on the inside? You know what? I think what I might even do is not have the sentiment on the front. I want to turn this so that this right side's out. There we go. Now, this part here is going to go here. Now, I really like that rainy days are better with you, but oh, happy day, I think is what I'm going to put on here. And at that point, that can be used for almost anything. Let's go ahead and put that on. Let's put that on with, I think what I could use is the Starry Sky. I packed my Night of Navy and my Balmy Blue away. This will work okay. Let's make sure it's straight. Just like that. You know, I don't want to put too much on there. Well, you know what, though? We could go ahead and put that rain on there. Let me just see how that rain looks. There we go. Let's put a tiny bit of rain on here. Just like that. And that's all. Thought of putting a little bit more on there, but I think I'll just leave that. So we'll just put that on the inside. We'll just make sure that that's dry, or else I'm going to get blue all over the place. So let me just let that sit for a second. And I think this calls for iridescent rhinestones. Let's go ahead and put this here. Ah, this cute card. A little bit fussy, but like I say, it's really nice when you can sit and do that sort of thing on here. This would be really nice if they used to have raindrops, clear epoxy raindrops before. Let's see how this is going to look. You know what? I'm going to put it just here. Do I want to put them there? No. And one more. There we go. All right. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, that is the paper piecing technique. That's where we've taken the colors and we've added different things with it. And we've got ourselves an oh happy day, rainy day type card here. So I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, don't forget Wednesday at 9:05 Pacific time, there will be this PDF will be put on there. Picture of this card will also be put on there, and also the different stuff that's here and the measurements for this card, so you can make one yourself. In any event, you guys have a great day, and don't forget about the card sketch, and that will be on Saturday. So we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.